It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost. Man, we don't reach this 1 year mark for the 420 radio show being on YouTube, man. We doing our thing out here, man. We're going to continue to go on with the grind and get our smoke on to find out if this legalization is going to happen. And it done did it when it hit the governor's desk. Y'all check this out right here, right now. Exclusive. The article that I'm reading from is the Marijuana Herald, written on April 17, 2023, and it states, North Carolina legislation filed to legalize recreational marijuana. We gonna read a little bit of this and check out some highlights. Let's do this. Also, I am going to post the link down so you can go finish out the article, because I am not going to read the whole thing. But let's get our smoke on. Legislation to legalize recreational marijuana was filed today in North Carolina House of Representatives. House Bill 626 was filed by State Representative John Autry along with 3 co-sponsors, Representatives Kelly Alexander, Mary Harrison, and Zach Ford Hawkins. The law would allow those 21 and older to possess up to 2 ounces of marijuana flower, 15 grams of marijuana concentrates, and 2,000 milligrams of THC worth of infused products, which they could purchase for licensed marijuana retail outlets. The personal cultivation of up to 6 marijuana plants would also be allowed. Cannabis prohibition, like alcohol prohibition before it has passed, been a wasteful and destructive failure, states that preamble to the bill. About half Americans admit to have used cannabis despite more than 8 decades of prohibition. In addition, the bill states that the prohibition of cannabis had an unfair and terrible impact on persons and communities of color, and it diverts law enforcement resources from violent and property crimes and subjects civilians to unnecessary police interactions. Doing this also deprives the state of thousands of legal jobs and hundreds of millions of dollars in tax revenue. And it goes on to say, because of this, the use of cannabis should be legal for persons 21 years of age or older, and subject to taxation and regulation in a manner that does all of the following. A. Controls the production of distribution of cannabis under a system of licensing, regulation, and taxation. B. Includes lab testing, potency, labeling, secure packaging, restrictions on advertising, and education about responsible use and risk. C. Fosters a responsible industry whereby business will be allowed to expand if they prioritize diversity, good wages, sustainability, and community investment. D. Promote the participation of individuals most impacted by cannabis prohibition in the legal regulated industry. E. Generates needed revenue, including to reinvest in communities that have been disproportionately impacted by prohibition for substance abuse treatment, and to train more law enforcement officers on how to detect impaired driving. Oh, this is the 420 radio show 1 year anniversary on the podcast, as I started it before. And I'm thankful for those who came along this journey with me, and I continue to grow. And I did this show based on what this story is about, following the legalization of it becoming that in North Carolina. Excuse me a little bit, I'm a little jumbled in my words, but anyway, keep listening, man, because I'm gonna keep following the story. I'm looking at, they doing this all over the world, so how important is this? Where is this going? You always gotta say, follow the money, you feel me? But anyway, stay tuned and stay locked in. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, man. It's the 420 radio show, and it's Art the Ghost doing the most, blowing smoke. You know what I'm doing. I'm out. Peace.